Howdy everybody. I know it's been a long time since my last video, and I'm sure at this point you're wondering, did they ever finish the Suburban? We did, and we moved into it, and we've already hit the road, but I need to catch you up. So first things first, let's take a tour of the truck. So this is what we're going to go ahead and call layer 1, his skeletal and electrical system. Go through it from front to back basically. Starting with a 260 amp alternator that went ahead and put in myself. We've got some aught gauge wire, had to do the big 3 replacement. So aught gauge wire that runs over to the battery positive terminal. We've got a negative aught gauge wire that runs over to the battery negative terminal, and then you can't really see it, it's down there, but I replaced the negative ground wire from the block over to the battery. So that gives us 260 amps coming to the car battery. From there it splits off into a 30 amp and a 100 amp line that run back through here to through the firewall. The 30 amp feeds the Blaupunkt amplifier that is underneath the passenger seat. The 100 amp fuse runs the DC to DC battery charger that is inside the battery compartment here. So we've got the amplifier for tunes. This gives me a steady power charge to the lithium ion battery. So anytime that the truck is running, this is on and charging our battery, and also running everything that the battery runs off of. I also have a 20 amp 110 volt plug-in, so if we're at a campsite or in someone's driveway or somewhere we have access to a power outlet, there is a power plug on the back of the truck that we can run an extension cord to and also plug the battery in. So the battery is now you can't really see, but it's a 100 amp hour lithium ion battery. It runs the refrigerator and all the stuff that we've got running off of it for about 3 days with no charge whatsoever. So I've got everything fused right here. This is all our distribution, and then from here it runs. I'll show you what all the battery runs. So basically this is separate from the truck battery. So if we completely drain the lithium ion, the truck will still start and run and all that kind of good stuff. But the lithium ion powers the windows in the back. And I also built a center console for us that has this all runs off the battery, the lithium ion as well. Each one of these is a dual USB quick charge outlet, so we've got 6 USB outlets in the front. I've got spots for us to mount our phones on either side. These are hardwired to the battery as well, these charging points. This post in the middle is a stand, I'll have it all set up later, is a stand for Angela's computer to go in the passenger seat, which also has its own dedicated plug for the laptop that runs on the lithium ion as well. Also have the dash camera hooked up to run 24 hours, so it's basically our security camera. I've got front and rear camera. We've got the stereo installed up above because it used to go right here. And then next to my seat here, and this here is a power inverter, so it's got regular outlets for hair dryers and things like that. You just flip that switch, boom, and you've got a regular plug-in coming off the lithium ion. And then behind each seat is a cabinet. There are about 9 cubic feet of empty space. So it's basically the size of a steamer trunk, I guess you could say, if you were taking a trip across the Atlantic. And come around here to the back. And then this is what all the support and everything underneath looks like. So we've got our plug for the refrigerator coming back here. I've got my plug for plugging in the 110 outlet to charge the battery. We've got our rear camera, front and rear hitches. I installed some new backup lights, so if we're in dark areas, we've got some LEDs to help us back up. I'm going to take a step back here and kind of show you what it looks like, the whole thing put together. And there it is. So I'll put some stuff in and we'll check out the next layer. Okay, so we're going to call this layer 2, how we squirreled all this stuff away inside the Suburban. First thing I did was we mounted the bicycle to the front, so it makes it easier to get in and out of the back. Come around this way, and I'll show you. This is where the kitty cat litter box is going to go, and his food goes right behind it along with the scoop. So that's his bathroom. Right here we have Angela's got all her stuff in. So you can kind of see she's got her backpack for, you know, her survival gear and all that kind of stuff. Her crochet actually takes up a huge part of her closet. She's got, let's see, all her extra shoes and all that kind of stuff up front. So you can see she utilized every inch of that closet space. Come around here to the back. And we've got all the stuff in here. So we've got the toilet, refrigerator, and kitchen area. Camp stove, table for the camp stove. Back behind the kitchen area, this crate that's got all of our cleaning supplies in it, you know, all of our window cleaner and that kind of stuff. The extra gas bottles. This pulls out this way, so you can get access if you want to slide out tools and things like that. I've got all my tools squirreled away back here. This side is what we're going to call the kitty cat's bedroom. So it's got his extra kitty cat litter, his carrying case, the wheels for his carrying case. During the day, he likes to hide underneath here and get away from the sun. So we move this stuff out of the way during the day so he can have a bedroom. The refrigerator I'm actually really impressed with. This thing runs about 3 days off of just the lithium battery that we have with no charging whatsoever. So we get about 3 days where we either have to run the engine or plug in, one of the two. So most of our dishes and all that kind of stuff are going to go here. Food stuffs and all that on the extra top shelves there. And then I'm going to come around this way here into my closet. I've got my extra blankets, my socks and underwear, hats, shoes and everything. Pants and all that are underneath the backpack. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put all the wood back in. We cover this up. We're going to put the wood in here, put the bed in, load the truck up. And the next thing I'll show you is it completely loaded with all of our gear. And here we are, loaded up, ready to go. Give you the final tour of what it looks like with all of our stuff in here now. So this is Angela's workstation. She's got her computer. You can see in the console that's where her phone goes. It's on its dedicated charger to the battery there. I've got where my phone goes. We've also got our custom sun visors that we made. All of our magnets and everything. We're going to keep collecting magnets as we go around the country. Let's see, we just added the soot balls up there yesterday. Let's see, Angela's going to give us a demo of what it's like to work in the Suburban. There she is, working away. All right, and then in the back, there's our bedding with our hats on top. So we've got a goose down duvet. It's very comfortable. So all of our extra blankets and everything, it's very nice back here. Queen size bed. We've also got magnets in all of the windows, all the way around the truck for blackout blinds. So we just throw those up and we're good to go. And then right here in the back, this is what it looks like with all the groceries and everything. It actually fits quite well back here. This is still a work in progress. The kitchen is not complete. This is just temporary with the shelf here. In the future, we're going to put a sink and some water tanks and stuff like that. But we are on the road officially. Heading to Skull Valley, Arizona today. What's the other place we're heading to? Prescott Valley is our final destination today. And then later on this weekend, we'll be in Scottsdale, and then on to Flagstaff, or not Scottsdale, Sedona, and then off to Flagstaff. So there's the grand tour of everything. Hope y'all enjoyed it. All right, we're just going to keep you guys updated as we head on down the road, and we'll let you know where we're heading next.